What's going on, everybody? It's Nick with Facemask Fantasy, and the quarterback movement continues this offseason. The Atlanta Falcons are trading longtime starter Matt Ryan to the Indianapolis Colts for a 2022 third-round pick. In a follow-up move, the Falcons are also reportedly signing free agent Marcus Mariota to a 2-year deal. The Falcons were reportedly a finalist in the Deshaun Watson sweepstakes, so naturally it appeared Ryan's days were numbered in Atlanta anyway. When the team ultimately fell short of landing Watson, a move still made sense given the current makeup of the Falcons roster. Now Atlanta gets an opportunity to hit the reset button, and Ryan gets to end his career playing for a team much closer to title contention in Indy. Ryan will be 37 for the 2022 season, but he threw for almost 4,000 yards and 20 touchdowns last year, playing with very little in the weapons department. He lost Calvin Ridley midseason, and outside of rookie Kyle Pitts, didn't have much to work with in the way of pass catchers. The Colts aren't exactly bursting at the seams as far as weapons on the outside, but Michael Pittman is a significant upgrade over any receiver that will play for Atlanta this year, and Jonathan Taylor just capped off the overall RB1 season. The team doesn't have a first-round pick, but they do have the 42nd overall pick. There should be a receiver available that makes sense for them to draft. Between the upgrade in offensive line play and having the likes of Taylor and Pittman to work with, Ryan suddenly looks like a solid bargain as a QB2 in Superflex leagues, and strong depth in one quarterback best balls with an ADP of 166. That'll climb some with this trade, but probably not significantly. So he's a good target if you decide to punt on quarterback. The biggest winner here, of course, is Michael Pittman. He's off the board by the 5th round in 12-team leagues, so he's being drafted with the hope that he can deliver a wide receiver 2 season with wide receiver 1 upside. Those chances just went up now that he'll have Ryan throwing him the ball. And the ADP may have even slipped a bit in the time between the Carson Wentz trade and now. So congratulations if you were able to take advantage of the dip. Pittman is poised for a breakout entering his 3rd NFL season. So don't be afraid to take the plunge on a player who should deliver some week-winning performances this year. As for the rest of the Colts pass catchers, we'll see if T.Y. Hilton has anything left in the tank, but as much as I've been a fan of T.Y., he caught just 23 balls in 10 games in 2021. He's an excellent veteran presence for a young collection of pass catchers around him, but I'm not sure I trust him to be more than a bye-week streamer in plus matchups at this point in his career. I have to think receiver is a likely direction the Colts go with their 2nd-round pick, so we'll of course provide analysis for that player if the Colts in fact go in that direction. Tight end Alie-Cox becomes a very interesting option if you punt the position. He's got an ADP of just 240, so he's free, and with the departure of Jack Doyle, he appears in line to be the team's starter this year. Kyle Pitts just enjoyed a 1,000-yard season playing with Ryan, and while Big Mo isn't the player that Pitts is, there's enough of an opportunity here for him to turn out to be a high-end tight end 2 with low-end tight end 1 upside if they don't add anything else. I've said this before when we broke down the Wentz trade and on some of our live streams, but I was never concerned about who the Colts quarterback would be as it pertains to Taylor. He just polished off the RB1 season in 2021, and playing with a QB upgrade and behind this Colts offensive line, he could do it again. The player in this backfield who benefits the most, I think, could be Nyheim Hines. Cordell Patterson just finished off a fantastic season playing in a hybrid running back receiver role for Atlanta. And while Hines won't play the same role that Patterson did, he'll be the 3rd down change of pace option who could catch plenty of balls out of the backfield, especially if the Colts are trailing. With an ADP of 191, Hines looks like great depth and a solid 0 RB target in best balls. On the flip side in Atlanta, this is officially a full-on rebuild. They're bringing Mariota in as a clear placeholder option, and he's got some appeal in Superflex leagues simply because he's the starter. But as of right now, he doesn't have that much to work with. Kyle Pitts is the only viable option for fantasy right now, and it could be rough sledding just because the Falcons don't have any other weapons to take the pressure off of Pitts. Mariota stabilizes the situation a little bit, but I think I'm fading at the current cost just because of the expected drop in quarterback play going from Ryan to Mariota. Outside of Mariota, who could be considered a punt play at quarterback, and Pitts, if he slides a little bit, fade Atlanta in general for 2022 fantasy. That's a quick reaction to the fantasy fallout of the Matt Ryan trade to Indianapolis. What do you guys think? Put any thoughts you have in the comment section below, and we can have a conversation about this. We also host live streams on our channel each Tuesday and Thursday, all off season long, at 6 p.m. Eastern. Come hang out, come get any questions answered you have, or any other general fantasy football topics. Till then, this is Nick with Facemask Fantasy. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for listening.